everything that you think inside your head should be shared. Yeah, even if it's true. Impulse control and not always sharing everything that you think is a really important thing for group dynamics. If you ever go through those moments of, I wish I had not said this, or perhaps I was taking over a conversation and I wasn't really aware that no one else was really being able to speak because I took up all the space in the room. And that's what sometimes can happen if you have impulse control issues. The first thing that you need to ask yourself is why? So sometimes it's more of just an upper brain mediation thing, that whatever happens inside of your head just kind of flows out without any thought of what should have I said or what would be the consequences to this. The other things is sometimes we do it because we want to get attention or we want people to see us in a certain light. And that's why sometimes we end up hijacking conversations or one-upping, oh, I did something better than someone else, or even cutting someone else off to jump into a story to be able to finish it. These are things that hurt the people, especially for a lot of people that might be more shy or introverted or took a lot of time to be able to give that space. You're kind of stepping on people, and that offends and hurts other people, and often without you even knowing about it. Everything that we share for a reason. We're wanting something from that. So a lot of times it might be because I want people to think that I'm really good at this, or how much I sacrifice, or this wonderful story that I think will make people laugh. So often it's because we want something from others, but why do we want something from others? And you need to ask yourself in a really honest way. What am I doing? What am I hoping to get from this? And a lot of times our speaking will actually do the opposite of that. You want to be able to give other people that space. And so if you find that often you're taking over conversation or you say things that without thought may offend or hurt, you might want to go through this exercise in order to become better at self-regulating and waiting before you speak. So the first thing would be actually journal it out. And yes, like paper to pen, writing out and thinking about why we do things. You want to be an experimenter. You want to research you and understand what are the rules that you play by, what are the things that you need, so that you can find ways to fill up those buckets without it being at the cost of interactions with other people or by hurting other people's feelings. When you are really excited, really upset, really anxious, that's when you have to make sure that you take a moment and breathe before you say something. And what I would say is that actually don't say anything. Just wait and ask yourself, does this really add to it? Think backwards. What am I hoping to get from this interaction with people? Do I want people to like me more? Do I want to form bonds? Do I want to share information that might be really important? Do I want people to notice me? Is what I'm going to share going to do that? Or is there a chance that I might hurt, step on other people's feelings, that it may be misconstrued? If any of those things are maybes, the answer is don't share them. The risk in that case is worse than the benefit of sharing it and possibly actually doing damage. The interesting thing is that in personal interactions, we do two things. One is we don't really listen to what other people say. We like to think that, but we're not really. We're getting what their feeling is. We're getting what we feel from them. So the words don't really matter. The second thing is that if you don't say anything, often people will just reflect back what they think towards you and like you more because you must agree with them, even though you've said nothing at all. You can actually increase that positive feeling with other people by sharing less than sharing more. Sometimes also we talk just to fill a space. People are uncomfortable with empty space. They think that that's bad. Now, for some people, especially if you lean more towards ADHD or being just much more fast-paced in your mind, those spaces feel like an eternity. But for other people, they need that time to be able to be thoughtful and really put their thoughts into a concrete space. And if you're filling every single space, those empty moments where people gather thoughts, other people can't jump in and share something. Empty space is not something that you have to worry about, and it's often a space where people can be able to process, and maybe people that might be more shy might choose to jump in. If you're really upset or angry, wait. Don't say anything. Don't do anything. Just wait. I think that now in this generation, it's that like, I have to do this comeback and I have to put people in their place. And you know what? If someone says something rude or off color, they already look poor for doing that. You saying nothing does not make you look weak. It actually is often a good thing to do. You might even just ask them to repeat something so that they can re-say it so everyone can kind of gather what that person is doing. When we're really upset, we'll often say something that goes well beyond what we hope for. And though sometimes if you're exceptionally witty, it might be the perfect statement and you're really happy and proud about it. But often those are the moments where we say things that we regret and you can't take them back. Definitely don't send that email and definitely don't text it, because then those words are there forever. And similar to a court of law, everything you say can and will be used against you. Be really careful before you hit that send button. You want to practice the skill that you're not good at. So in this case, it would be in waiting, in thinking about it, and only adding statements that are not about taking over the story or how I want everyone to think how awesome I am, but build up relationships with those around you, if that's what you hope to do. Have conversations with people that you're only asking questions, that you make it about other people so that it's not about you. And even if they bring it back to you, try to bring it back. I think that it's often a gift to be curious about others, just like I want you right now to be curious about you and why you do it. So hopefully these are some tips and tricks that can help you with better impulse control in conversations and have better relationships with the people around you. And hopefully you like this video. You can let me know what your thoughts and comments are, and how do you deal with personal interactions, especially if you're really excited about the subject. And if you like this video, you can check out my Wednesday Season 1 compilation, ad-free, sponsor-free, only on Nebula, just like all my videos on Nebula. And when you click on that link, it really does help out this channel. That's the whole purpose of Nebula. It's a place where education creators can post extended versions, can post videos that would never work on YouTube, videos that they can have ad-free, sponsor-free. Creators like Legal Eagle, Nandoverse Movies, Alt-Shift X, Medlife Crisis, and so many more. And I've been posting my compilation videos like I have Arcane, Jinx Saga, Vox Season 1, early on Nebula. And I also have a course specifically on Nebula classes on how to beat anxiety. I go through exactly what I would do in my sessions on how to treat your anxiety and why you might be having it in the first place. Nebula also has really cool exclusive originals like Night of the Coconut, how they adapted Lord of the Rings, That Time When, and so many more. And these are only exclusive to Nebula. All ad-free, sponsor-free, and when you sign up using the exclusive link below, you can get Nebula for just $3 a month, $40 a year. So that's all early access, all the extended versions, all of the originals. You can also get Nebula classes, all from Nebula creators just by clicking on the link below. And clicking on that link really does help out this channel. So thank you so much to you and to Nebula. Thank you for your support, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.